Welcome back. Today I'm going to do some quick styling, get some cards showing up for the groups that are on the page that we made last time. And we'll be using Tailwind CSS here. So let's dig in a little bit here. So, okay, so we have sign up that worked. So let me put something in, create account. That takes us, okay, so we have a sample group here. So I kind of want to make these into cards. So let's try that. So first of all, I think we want to reset. There we go. Okay, so that's what we want for the list. Let's see, where are we? Let me just close all these windows here. And I think we're in manage here. Okay, so here's the list. Excellent. Obviously, this isn't going to work. I'll have to sign in every time. I'm just going to make this a little more tedious. Okay, so that was good. So let me just open Tailwind documentation here. Okay, learn more. So okay, I think they don't use CSS grid for grids. So we'll have to create our own utility, I think, or component. Let's do, I think we can do something like card grid. Let's call it card grid. And okay, so we can do apply here. Let's try that. So dot card dash grid, and at apply, let's see, so we want to do display. So we have a few, so they don't have a grid option here, so we'll put that in manually. Display, so we'll do grid, and we will apply list dash reset as well. And let's see here, and we'll just rename this to card grid. Let's see what that looks like here. Okay, so that looks pretty good. I think I will start out with I forget what it's called, grid column, and then one FR. So we can have like 4 items in the grid. No, that's not what it's called. Grid template columns. That might be it. There we go. Grid template columns, and then grid gap, I think, is what we want as well. 10px. There we go. Make that a little more. Okay, let's do that. Haven't worked with grid too much yet. Just a couple of times, a couple of small things. So I haven't got it in my muscle memory yet. Okay, so we have a few cards. I kind of like this working with a utility CSS, and then also just working with CSS when you have to get down to it. I mean, you don't really need any kind of framework on top of CSS Grid. I think it would just it would do it injustice. It's pretty powerful, so let me just close this here. I'm gonna actually delete that since we're not using that. Okay, so card grid, and then we can go in here and just modify our cards directly. And I'll just use Tailwind for now, just because I'm not going to create a class because we're not reusing this chunk yet anywhere. And so if we ever have to reuse cards, which we might in the future, we'll pull it from here and we'll create a custom component for that. So BG white, let's start with that. And this is going to get old fast. I think I need to. I think my next one is going to be adding Ember symbol off my next stream. So we can just have authentication down. That's going to be a big episode, I think, or maybe we'll split it up into two. Okay, so it looks like we have white, but we don't have the text is kind of dark. So let's see, colors. So we have a few colors here. And we're using blue right now, so we can do a blue darkest for color there. Let's see, background white, text is blue darkest. And we probably want some padding. Let's actually add a border radius first. So rounded, what does that look like here? We can actually, let me duplicate this tab here. And then we have a Tailwind route here, so we can kind of preview some of this stuff. Rounded default, I think is going to be good for us. Let's do that. Excellent. And then padding 4, let's give that a try. It doesn't look rounded to me. Interesting. I wonder if... Oh, I think default is with nothing on it. It's just called default in this add-on. Yeah, it's a little tricky. So rounded, just without anything. That looks nice. I think that's a start. So let's see. So if we add a few more, they'll look good. We probably want to set a drop shadow, kind of like we have for the sign up page here. What are we using here? Shadow MD. Let's do that. Yeah, I think that'll give it a good pop. And then, let's see, we probably want to do more shadow here. We have shadow in here. MD, LG, so we'll do LG for hover. Let's see if that works. I think I need to add, let's see here, actually shadow. This looks like we need to add a state variant. Looks like there is hover already. Am I just not hover? Interesting. For background color font, wait, shadow. I mean, that looks right. Why is this? Maybe because it's a list item. Let's see, hover, hover. Interesting. For some reason hover doesn't want to work. Maybe we don't have that in here. Shadows. I'm not really sure. Let's see. Modules. Oh, okay, here we go. Might not. Oh, okay, it's different than default. So, Ember CLI Tailwind has different defaults than Tailwind does out of the box. So, probably a little more restricted, a little basic. Very good. Here we go. That looks good. I think we'll probably end up changing this a little bit. And I think I want to actually apply all of this to a link element, most likely. Let's do that. So I'm just temporarily putting this in because I don't actually have any routes for groups. So I just want to see what the styles look like for that. Okay, so I mean, it doesn't look as nice, but we get the cursor, we get like the underlined name for some reason. Okay, so it's because it's not display block, so we want to do display block on here. I'll add that last. Did I not? I might have. Is display block not correct? Oh, it's just block. Oops. Still gonna use this. This is probably. I'm actually doing another project for work now using Tailwind, so getting a hang of it a little bit from that, but still not completely. There we go. And then I probably want to add, so I will do margin top here. I'll do 4. And that should, and the reason I'm not adding that to the card, grid card component is because that's might not always have a margin top, depending where it is. So that's kind of using both worlds, using a component and using a utility. I think that, there we go, that looks a lot better. Yeah, that looks beautiful. I think I'll end it there, and we'll come back next time and wire these up, create some routes, and then after that we'll probably do some authentication stuff. Actually wire it up and not have this in between stage that we're at now. That'll probably be a couple steps. So yeah, thanks for joining again. I appreciate it. Thank you.